I want to welcome all of our fans back into today's action out here at the Boomba Fields in Seminole County. Game 2 today for Auburndale Synergy. They're going to be playing against the Virginia Unity Meadows Benegati. Auburndale Synergy is going to be the home team. Bernsey, number 22 for Auburndale Synergy, gets the call in the circle. Her battery mate's going to be Maddie Crosby behind the plate today.
We have a lot of changes in the infield from the last game, Chris. Kenna Terry over at third. We've got Violet Flynn on first. Taylor Lane in second. Emmy Luke at shortstop.
You know how these two teams got here today. Auburndale Synergy's first game today against EC Bullets Barahona ended in a 2-1 loss. Really tight game, played 5 full innings. And then right before this game, Virginia Unity played against Central Florida Gold and got beat. So this is the losers bracket, both teams with 1 loss in today's double-double. Winner's going to move on, loser's going to go ahead and pack it up, head home early today. So both teams playing for a lot here.
Counts 2-1. For those of you watching at home, this Unity team, you're going to see a lot of numbers versus names on this game. Lots of guests that get picked up to play in these tournaments on the weekends. So number 52, I happen to know. Her name is Luna. Left-handed right over second base and fell in that hole. On base with a single. In the last 30 minutes, Chris, I think we've climbed up on the mercury. We're up to 74 degrees here in Central Florida.
Yeah, you know, that first game today, we got to have our broadcast booth sitting in the shade almost the entire morning. It was nice. Needed a little bit of a windbreaker just to knock off that wind that was blowing through. This game, we are sitting straight into the sun. Luna, number 26, on first base, steals second. Maddie Crosby with a great throw over to Emmy.
Seemed to be some confusion on the part of Blue there, who calls out first and then calls safe.
Yeah, it looked like she slid around the tag. Got a hand on the base before Emmy could get that ball over to her. A little bit of confusion on the Synergy defense. Nobody's covering home on the bunt. Throw goes to first, gets the out. 26 just rounds third base, goes straight home. There's no throw. Unity takes the lead 1-0.
Really nice bunt laid down right there on the first baseline.
Maddie took the play, and she's coming in on the blind, so she shouldn't have stayed all the way to home. I don't think she realized that that girl was going to round third and just keep going there. It's a heads-up play on them.
This Blue not going for the low balls, it seems. Down the pipe will do it, though. Never know what you're going to get in these umpires, but we have some action, I'll call it, from this one. He likes to call out the balls, call out the strikes, a little more animated than some. Nice hit by 1-5 through the infield out to Colby Reich. Single for Virginia Unity. 1 out on the inning.
Counts 2-1 to 07. Bernsey catches the outside edge. Evens the count at 2-2.
I put Central Florida Gold on my YouTube channel instead of.
That's bad
And I
mojo.
think I have to stop it to redo it.
Soft fly ball to second base. Taylor Lane with the catch. She tests the number 15 for Unity on first base, but she'd gotten back in time, safe.
For those of you watching on our YouTube channel with some potential confusion, you'll see that the stream says Central Florida Gold, but we are in fact playing Virginia Unity. Just so you all don't have to switch channels, we're going to leave it there.
My mom says very clear picture.
First pitch swinging, ground ball to third base. Ken Terry fielding it nicely, throws it over to Violet. Third out on the inning. Scores 1, Virginia Unity 0, Auburndale Synergy.
Wouldn't be a proper broadcast, Chris, without a screw up or two.
We're good for at least 1 to 2 every game based on this weekend's performance.
We do what we can to keep everyone on their toes.
Home plate umpires checking around, trying to find the home team's official scorekeeper, who's hiding out in the shade right behind our broadcast booth today.
He has less room to walk.
So Cody, we got a unique situation actually for Virginia Unity. They take the field. Number 7 is their pitcher starting off this inning, and 0-7 is her battery mate behind the plate.
Interesting combination, but legal in tournament rules. Keeping it consistent here. Auburndale Synergy kicking it off with Maddie Crosby, number 28.
Maddie Crosby, left-handed batter for Synergy. Number 28 steps into the box. She's looking to get something started here. Coach wants her to be a little bit patient when she's up there. Let's watch a couple pitches, figure out what this pitch is all going to be about before we get swinging that bat too hard. Corners for Unity playing in a little bit. First pitch really high. She takes it for a ball. Maddie did turn show's bunt signal. Corners were coming in hard on that one. Second pitch again, high and out, above the strike zone. Counts 2-0. This morning, lead off in the first game against EC Bullets Barahona, Maddie squared around a bunt, fouled the first one off, and then sat there and decided to go ahead and swing full. Ripped one down the first baseline for a single. Let's see if she can get that done today.
Umpire calls strike on an outside pitch. Bit of a reach there on that drag bunt. Misses for strike 2.
Yeah, I think Maddie was looking, those corners came in hard. She was going to have to get out of that box quick on that bunt. I think she just kind of like drug her bat with her. Missed it. Waits on that changeup. Great piece of hitting right there. Gets her on first base. No outs for Auburndale Synergy. Leadoff single.
Doesn't get much better than that, Chris. Right over second base's glove into that hole. Nice weight by Maddie Crosby.
Number 5, Alyssa Wright, batting second today. Auburndale Synergy steps into the box. Takes first pitch, low and inside, ball 1.
Delay on the catcher and the runner that time. Maddie Crosby testing her luck. 07 throws down to first base. Quite a ways in front. Not sure if first baseman was totally ready for that or not, but Maddie getting that white jersey nice and dirty.
She takes off. Maddie Crosby thrown out at second, trying to steal. Looked like she'd almost gotten in underneath that tag, but shortstop drops her glove with the ball in it right on the back as she's diving head first into second base. First out of the inning.
Coach Jimmy hanging his head on that one just a little bit last play. Not sure if that was an unintentional steal.
You know, sometimes when you've got a fast runner, leadoff, gets on base, sometimes you just give her the green light, make her own decisions. If she feels that she's seeing the pitcher, or that catcher's not being too quick returning that ball to the pitcher, sometimes they just give them the green light. If you think you can get there, go ahead and take off.
Definitely a good effort by Maddie Crosby.
And that's unfortunate because Alyssa Wright with a rope right on the line down over first base, gets a double.
Nice hit, stand-up double by Alyssa Wright.
I think the chalk flew up when that thing hit the ground behind first base. We got one out in the inning. Colby Reich, number 17, steps into the box.
Getting loose with a little peanut butter jelly time.
First pitch change up. Trying to squeeze that one in on the outside corner. Umpire's not taking it. Ball 1. Colby takes her next pitch low in the dirt. Ball 2. Number 7 comes back with another changeup on the outside. This time Colby's reaching for it. Can't make contact. Count goes to 2-1. Colby with a swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-2.
Inside low pitch. Colby needs to protect on this one.
Came back with that changeup again. This time didn't fool her. She stood back, waited on it. Just misses it. Fouls it off back to the screen. That pitch takes a count full. 3-2.
Number 1-7 on the walk. That brings Violet Flynn up to the bag. First pitch strike on 8-9.
Wow, what a double play, unassisted by the shortstop. Violet with a nice, great hit. Shortstop goes to her left, snags it. Her momentum carrier straight to second base. Steps on the bag before the runner could get back. Double play, gets Virginia Unity out of the bottom of the first. Score 1-0 Unity.
You know, that's really when you're making those plays, knowing where exactly you're at on the field. I mean, 1-2 step and she hits that second base and gets there before the runner can get back. Definite great double play, but knowing where you're at on the field is a must.
Yeah, you know, ball awareness, coaches are going to talk about that with their players all the time. You've got to know what you need to do, and anytime that ball comes into your glove.
It's worth it for you to know 2 plays ahead. If you can get that ball fast enough, where is your next throw? Catch yourself waiting, opportunity for improvement. You know, Chris, I think only in Central Florida, maybe a couple of other places in the world, but 73 degrees and we still have sweatshirts, jeans, and even some blankets going on. Folks thinking it's a bit chilly in the shade.
Well, we do have that breeze that's just blowing through today, pretty steady. So, I mean, those that are in the shade are definitely feeling that 10 to 15 degree cooler weather.
some of our parents at the game tuning in to Game Changer to get the commentary.
Number 12 for Unity steps in. Left-handed batter. First pitch, scores around a bunt, pulls it back, takes ball one. Umpire calls that a foul ball. Looked like she must have touched it when she was inside the box before she got out.
Nice push in by the corners on that. They were ready for that bunt after the first look at this batter.
Counts 2-1. That time she didn't square around, looking like she was trying to find something she could drive. Alyssa Wright, out in right field, tracks that ball down. It finds her glove, first out of the inning.
Nice jump catch there by Alyssa. And, you know, Chris, that sun is bright today. I noticed some visors, but majority of our outfield, we've got one girl in sunglasses, but everybody else looking at that yellow ball in that bright sun.
Yeah, you know, right now that sun's right overhead. You don't want that ball to get lost up in that sun when it's coming into your eyes. First pitch by Burns. A little high on number 2, ball 1. Hard shot down third baseline. Kenna Terry tried to get her glove up. It catches it, knocks it down a little bit, but makes its way into left field for a single. Umpire comes out to check on her and says, hey, head coach, you might want to come over and check. Looks like it might have hit her glove, but caught her in the shoulder at the same time.
I saw a little bit of an eye roll by the third baseman there, saying she's fine.
Yeah.
But, you know, kind of like NASCAR. You got to get checked out anyway before you can be released from medical.
Yeah, you know, player safety is one of those paramount things that everybody's more concerned about nowadays. So it's always good to make sure that there isn't any issues with the players before we get the ball back in play. Softball players, you know, just rub a little dirt on it. Let's get back in play. We're here.
Counts 1-1.
.27 lays down a bunt. First baseman Violet comes in to field it, realizing that it looks like it could drift a little foul, lets it roll. Sure enough, takes a little funny hop, but does end up on the right side of that first base foul line.
Definitely need to be close in tracking those that are going down the line. For those of you watching, you can tell that those lines from where those girls run is kind of tore up, so that ball can take a bounce at any moment on those pebbles.
This time, Maddie
I just don't know about that one, Chris. Blue seems awfully confused out there at second base. Definite plenty of time. Throw was there. Second baseman puts the tag on. We get a half out from the ump, and then call safe.
Yeah, that ball there was at second base, well ahead of that runner. I saw the tag placed, but, you know, I might not have the best vantage point sitting over here behind home plate. Certainly, it didn't look like it was close enough for a throw. to have her be safe. Crosby bobbles that next pitch. Runner advances a third on a no throw. That's going to bring out Coach Luke for Auburndale Synergy. I think he needs to settle down his pitcher and his infield, and they don't want to get this run in and then cause more trouble. Down one right now, top of the second.
It's a real momentum breaker when you make a play and don't get the call from the umpire. Definitely one of those mental games you've got to get your head out of and keep going. Coach Luke waves off his infield a bit just to talk to that pitcher, Sarah Burns.
Yeah, it looks like they're going over their pitch calling card, making sure that the two of them are on the same page. You know, are there pitches that just aren't working, and we might want to stay away from those? And if we are, let's make sure that we both know that. Field umpire walks in, just says, "Hey, come on, coach, let's go. We're here to play ball, not talk all day." Coach Luke doesn't look like he's ready to step away yet.
I'm not sure if there's a hard and fast rule on time, 30 or 60 seconds, something along those lines.
You know, I haven't brushed up on my softball rule book. I think it's a bit more to the discretion of the umpires. Some of them take a little bit longer, and some of them are pretty quick to keep the game moving.
A lot of small ball going on here.
Violet fields it, throws pitches into Maddie at home plate. Maddie applies the tag. Umpire calls the runner safe. A little bit of chatter, questioning where the tag was versus where the foot of the runner was when she slid in. We're going to keep playing ball here. Runner on first.
A lot of mamas and dads that disagree with a few of these calls.
Yeah, we got one out. Pitcher number 7 steps into the box. They're stealing again. Another steal on for Unity. Runner moves from first to second.
They're pushing it now. Unity does not want to leave this tournament. Aggressive base running. Maddie's going to have to be quick on the trigger. Scores 2-0. A little late on the tag, maybe a little miscommunication there. I think we wanted third base to stay back for the tag, but the bunt came in, so normal charge. Little delay. Luke still puts a nice tag on her head just to let her know she's there.
Yeah, you know, that's why you wear a helmet.
Synergy's got one out on this inning. This will be the 32nd pitch for number 22 in this game.
Number 7 squares around a bunt, fouls it off. That's going to give the count 2-2. She's going to have to sit there and swing on this next one.
You know, I think if this other weight wasn't here in the wind control room, we wouldn't be moving near as much.
Ball high and outside. That brings the count full.
Foul ball, number 7. I think we're at full count here. .22 high outside. Number 7 takes a journey down to first base. I gotta be thinking at this point, Chris, if I'm Maddie Crosby, I'm gonna get this steal.
Yeah, you know, you've thrown down 3 times on 3 steals, haven't been able to get one out. She is known to have a pretty good success rate on throwing girls out. It's not that any of them were far or bad or anything else. I mean, the runners, based on the umpire's decision, had just gotten in underneath those tags.
Yes, I definitely think that she'll be determined to show Blue what an out looks like.
Unity steals second with no throw. Maddie decides to go to third base. Keeping the one on third honest. She gets back in time even though Kenna makes a tag on her. Unity with runners in scoring position on second and third. Still 1 out. Great pitch by Bernsey. And ties his number 8 for a swing with a ball low and outside. Strike 1, counts 1-1.
You know, Chris, with this aggressive base running, I wonder if we're going to see a delayed steal over here from third to home if there's any sort of a bobble between this pitcher and catcher.
You'd have to think Unity getting beat in that first game by Central Florida Gold is got to be looking at, I need runs on the board early. I need to put pressure on my opponent. They got 2 and they wanted some more. Burns with the ball outside. Counts 3-1.
Straight down the pipe on that one. Number 8 with a swing and a miss. Three balls, 2 strikes, full count.
Ball outside. She's going to take her base. That loads them up for number 52.
Back to the top of the order for Virginia Unity.
Unity coach, been a guy who takes a timeout with his hitter, wants to make sure that they're on the same page where they're going to go with this. She's a left-handed batter.
42 pitches to get us round this batting lineup once. Going for the slap, looking to place that ball, it seems. Pitch too high right off the catcher's glove and monopolizing on the miss. Another run scored for Virginia Unity. That brings Coach Luke back out for the second time, which means pitcher change. And I see Caitlin Reeder following right behind him.
Yeah, number 10, Kaylin Reeder's going to step into the circle. She's going to come in relief for Sarah Burns. Kaylin Reeder, this is her first action of the day. She did not have any opportunity in that first game. Coach Luke's going to just give her a couple chats with her, make sure everything's good. I'm sure when they were in the dugout, the two of them were talking a little bit about that strategy when she's going to come in, what that's going to look like and how they're going to approach these hitters. Certainly they're searching for an out right now with only one out. Score 3-0 Unity.
Looks like Caitlin KK Reeder ready to go. See what she can do with Luna. Terry with a scoop on that third baseline bunt. Not fast enough to get the tag on there for home base. So we see Luna rounding first, heading over to second. So one more time, we've got runners on second and third. Brings in another runner. We're at 3-0. Four zero. Apologies.
I was gonna ask you what that 4 was for if you were waving at camera.
Pitch was low in the dirt. Scoots past Maddie Crosby.
A lot of frustration in the dugout coming with some of these plays. Just seems like we don't really have it together on the Synergy side. Lots of errors beating themselves here.
Crosby sits there and calls time, pulls the whole infield in. They start talking about it like, where are we going to go? What are we going to do?
It's good leadership by Crosby, pulling everybody together. Hey, ladies, let's talk about this. Pull ourselves out of this funk. 2 outs. Let's get out of here.
1 out.
Terry with the scoop on that bunt out at first base. Luna comes in to score. We've got a little bit of a collision between our catcher and the runner.
We've got nobody on base for Unity. Synergy with 2 out. Number 15 for Unity steps into the box.
(5-0), top of the second here. Synergy looking for one more out right here.
Hard hit ball straight at first base. Violet knocks it down, picks it back up, tags the base. Third out of the inning. We're going to move to the bottom of the second. You know, those that watch Auburndale Synergy play, you can never count them out. Girls were down 6 runs last month up in Georgia. Ended up coming back, tying that game, and ended up getting the win 8-7. So don't count these girls out, even with them down 6-0 right now.
Anything can happen, Chris. That's absolutely right. The right motivation, get those bats going, they'll move them around those bases just the same. Up first for Auburndale Synergy looks like the leadoff here, number 1-2, Emmy Luke.
Now batting, number 12.
This will be the 72nd at bat for Emmy Luke this season.
Now batting, number 12, Emmy Luke.
Emmy first pitch swings. Umpire called it fair.
Coach Luke definitely hanging his head on that. Sure seemed from this angle that it took a small bounce off that line and was in fact foul. Synergy just not getting any breaks from these umpires today.
No, they're going to have to work. This is going to be a blue-collar kind of game for Synergy if they want to get back in it. First pitch swinging, umpire calls it foul.
Terry falls for the changeup, high swing.
I think she was thinking she's in a slow pitch game, was waiting on that one. They tried to get down into the zone. She went right up underneath it.
Didn't get her the second time, though. Same changeup, same high ball. Lays off that. Pitch is a ball. We are at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Third strike for Kenna Terry, and that's 2 outs on Synergy.
Now batting, number
Not
26,
exactly what they had in mind, but We've also seen a 2-out rally for these girls. T-Lane up to get something started. First pitch called strike. Outside corner of that plate. Number 7 drops another one in there. Slow ball coming in, drops right behind the plate. 2 strikes, no balls. Ball quite a ways outside. Blue calls third strike, looking on number 2-6, and she heads to the dugout. Keeping with the theme of the game, it seems as though Blue is not going to give Synergy a single break in this game.
You know, you've got to sit there and manufacture your own opportunities. Part of this game's mental, part of it's physical, and sometimes that mental is the hardest part to manage.
And sometimes that third dimension of the umpires.
Yeah, and that, you know, that weighs on that mental side when you think that the calls aren't going your way. You feel like you're playing against 10 on the field, not 9. But either way, that bat can hit the ball and put it in play with both teams, and girls got to manufacture something out of this, get back in the game.
Looks like we've got a couple other changes on the field. Mitty O'Brien in at third base. Colby Reish, Gabby Gonzalez, and Alyssa Wright in the outfield for Synergy. '07, the catcher, leading it off for Virginia Unity. Blue says too far outside. Ball 2.
Coach goes back to that outside corner again. This time, Kalen finds the strike. Counts 2-1. Lazy fly ball to right field. Alyssa Wright gets some underneath it, first out of the inning. Good way to start out Auburndale Synergy.
Nice inside pitch by Caitlin Rader. 7-8 takes a swing far foul down third base.
Kalen with a changeup outside of number 78. Gets that second strike swinging. Counts 0-2. Our Middle East correspondent, Sean Wright, texting in saying, I can even see that pitch was outside. From the outside of the airplane that he's still sitting in, trying to get to his destination today. Swing and a miss. Kalen with her first strikeout of the day. Another changeup. Seems that she's got that pitch working right now.
Stand to reason this team has a little bit of a struggle with the slow balls. Good time for a ball to get past the catcher here with nobody on base. 2 outs from Synergy. Score 6-0.
Umpire didn't like that one. Thought it was high in the zone. Ball 1. Oh, excuse me. Ball 2. Kalen goes with a curveball inside. Jams her. Slow ground ball to second base. Taylor Lane fields it, throws it over to Violet for the 3rd out of the inning. That's what Synergy needed, a quick 1, 2, 3, get in, get out. Let's jump back in and see if we can't get those bats light up, get some runs on the board, and start cutting this lead down.
Mine could use to go up some too while you're there.
Now batting, number 10, KK.
Synergy pitcher Caitlin Reeder up to bat. Let's hope this song, which we do not own the rights to, can get something started for KK here. Umpire calls it too high. Ball 1. Overthrow by the catcher causes some confusion out there. Almost had a bit of a collision with second base and center field. Ball inside, as you can hear from the bench. That's 2 in a row. Hard hit right at the pitcher. She knocks it down.
Now batting, number
Unfortunate throw out at first base. That's one down for Synergy. Gabby Gonzalez stepping in. See if she can get him started. Bit early on that. Gabby sends it down the third baseline for foul ball. Counts 1-1.
Gabby with a pop up to shortstop.
Now batting, number 28.
I think Unity's feeling it. She catches that little basket catch. Turns the lineup over for the first time today for Auburndale Synergy. Bottom of the third. We've got 2 outs. Maddie Crosby, number 28, the catcher, steps into the box. Looking to get a little 2-out spark going. Maddie takes first pitch, looking, strike one, outside corner. Shortstop for Unity with the put out on a little lazy pop-up to the infield. That changeup that Unity's throwing's definitely working for them overall. Auburndale Synergy keeps waiting on that pitch as it's coming in, but just can't get a clean hit with their bat on it.
I feel like a little bit of karma might be hitting the umpire right about now as he chases his papers around the infield. I might be biased, Chris.
You know, I think using that word chasing was a little bit of a stretch. I'm not sure he had 2 feet off the ground at any one point in that little escapade he had, and certainly needed to get some infielders and other umpires to help him out.
Maybe some goodwill earned from Mitty O'Brien heading out to help with the cleanup. I won't be taking that money to the bank, however.
We're about to start the 4th inning. Synergy goes back with Kaylin Reeder in the circle. Maddie O'Brien behind the plate. Or excuse me, Maddie Crosby behind the plate. Mitty O'Brien still on third base. Violet on first.
Chris, our Monarch Butterfly is back again at this field, flying through the nets. Just went in front of the camera for those of you watching. Must be its normal hangout during the week. Rebel Monarch likes to live on the edge.
Winds are picking up here at the Boomba Fields. Still blowing right to left across the field. Those watching online can tell that dust just keeps getting kicked up on this field. This morning on field 2, looked like they had watered it overnight, or that one just holds water better. Field 1, which we're on right now, definitely really dry. Kaylin with 2 pitches high in the zone. Umpires got a count of 2-0. Kalen tries to throw a curveball outside. Hitter gets it off the end of the bat. Over to Taylor Lane. Kind of gets a weird hop right before it gets to her and catches her up in the shoulder. Keeps it in front of her, but puts the runner on first.
Maddie Crosby quick on the pop-up, watching that runner at first. This Synergy team is definitely ready for that out at second base.
We got a bunt miss on the batter. Count goes to 1-1. This time, Mitty O'Brien fields it. They get the runner out at first. Unity does what they needed. They wanted to advance that runner to second. Synergy did what they wanted. They needed to get that first out on the inning. Number 7, the pitcher for Unity, is going to step into the box, right-handed.
At some point, Chris, it seems a green grape has found its way onto the field behind the catcher. Kind of waiting for a foul ball to come back here and a grape splat. We'll see if something happens. KK shakes coach off 2 pitches here. Seems to have been a good call. Swing and a miss.
I think that's an off-speed curve that Kalen has. Ball was on the outside, diving down out of the zone. Hitter goes for it, foul tips it right into the catcher's glove. Strike 1. She puts down a bunt, advances the runner to third base. This time, Synergy's aware, covering home plate was Maddie Crosby.
Brings up bottom of the order for Virginia Unity.
Unity relying on some small ball here in softball, trying to move runners around, put them in scoring opportunities. They've got a girl on third, 40 feet away from home plate. Number 8 steps in, their first baseman.
Pitcher with some great infield awareness gets that ball back and is making sure that runner is sticking to her base. Right down the middle for another strike.
Oh, off-speed change again on the outside. Gets number 8 swinging at that thing. She wasn't close. That's going to be a count of 1-2 on the batter. We've got 2 outs. This would be a great opportunity to build some momentum for Synergy. If they can get this out right now and keeps Unity from getting this run in. Ball straight up the middle at Kalen. She knocks it down. Looks like she's going to be okay coming off the field. That's the 3rd out of the inning. Great work by Auburndale Synergy. Score still 6 Unity. 0 Synergy.
Seems like this Synergy team might just be getting warmed up. Hopefully it's not too late, Chris. They can get these bats going here and come back. Finish this game strong for the W.
You know, Coach Luke's got the girls out talking to him right now. You know, one of those things he's got to recognize is that that changeup is causing them havoc inside the batter's box. He's got to be talking to him, telling him, look for the change, sit on it, wait on it, put a good contact on that bat. And your monarch butterfly just came in. Checking out that grape you pointed out earlier.
Butterflies need to eat too, Chris. When batters are watching for that changeup, watch that pitching hand and see the wrist turn over. Usually see the back side of the pitcher's hand when that changeup comes in. A lot to think about as that ball comes at you. You never know if it's coming fast or coming slow, but that's usually the telltale.
Now batting, number 5, Alyssa Wright.
Right fielder for Auburndale Synergy, Alyssa Wright, steps into the box, takes first pitch, looking outside corner for a strike. There's that changeup again, just like you called, Cody. Back of the hand, leads with that ball. Kind of comes out from underneath the pinky finger. This time, Alyssa's sitting back waiting on it, doesn't go for it.
That
That
ball
one
stays
stays.
fair.
Alyssa with a fast down first baseline. She ends up beating that throw. Good leadoff bat there.
Got a new first base coach, Chris.
We do. Auburndale Synergy's Coach T. I saw him between the games. He was making a uniform change, dropping his Synergy gear, putting on his Chicago Cubs uniform. I think he's got a game of his own this afternoon that he had to leave early for.
The girls were definitely hoping for an appearance from Coach T, just to get that outfit on camera, I do believe.
Colby, first pitch swinging, foul ball down first baseline. There it is again.
Go ball. Nice coverage by the left fielder for that line drive far, really deep in left field for the out. Keeps Alyssa on first base and brings to the plate Violet Flynn.
Yeah, you know, that ball with this wind blowing right to left today, would have thought that it would have had a little bit more carry to get over that left fielder's head. And unfortunately, it kind of died out there at the end, right into her glove. This time, Violet Flynn with a hard shot right between third and short. Gets all the way out to left field, moves the runner up one. Alyssa's on second, Violet safe at first. Brings up Emmy, shortstop for Auburndale Synergy.
Base hits will do the trick here.
Defensively, Unity's made a movement. They've switched their first baseman and their third baseman. Emmy with the first pitch swinging on that changeup. Tried to stay and wait on it. Caught it on the end of the bat. Pitcher fields it, tosses it over to first base for the second out of the inning. Runners moved second and third.
Now batting, number 15.
Timeout called by the catcher to go talk with the pitcher.
You know, this is some of that softball etiquette. You know, Spinagotti's up 6-0. Auburndale Synergy's making a little bit of a move here, even with 2 outs. Timer has not gone off on this game. If Auburndale Synergy somehow can't get out of this inning, we're going to play a whole nother inning. So Unity's trying to sit there and work, I think, this clock a little bit with that catcher going out and talking to the pitcher.
Change up again. Foul ball on Mitty O'Brien. Alyssa Wright in scoring position here. Auburndale looking for that base hit.
Mitty wasn't happy with the pitcher taking extra time. Coach Luke did not want her to call time. He either wants to sit there and get this inning over.
I hear the time, Chris.
I think that's the buzzer going off on the 1 hour, 15-minute timer for the game. If that's the case, Synergy's got work to do. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, but they're down 6-0. 2-out rally. Mitty O'Brien steps back in. Change up outside, doesn't catch the corner. Count goes to 2-1.
I was a little worried about that one, Chris. He seemed to be delaying that call.
It was nice to see Mitty didn't chase that thing. You know, that changeup, as slow as it is from this pitcher. Ground ball to shortstop. She fields it, throws it over to first. That's going to be the ball game. Appreciate
Clean
everybody.
throw. Tough day for Synergy.
Not the result they were looking for on this double-double. I think coach is going to go back, review some tape, double check what we need to work on in the next couple weeks before our next tournament. Girls are going to have a couple weekends off to regroup, get their form back, and come back for some wins.
I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in today, and we'll see you again at the next tournament. Stay safe.
Well, we get 1 week off. Yes, they did.
Your head is